Good morning and happy holidays. By a show of hands, how many people have Christmas or other holiday traditions that they do with their family every year? Awesome. So for one of my traditions in my household is we make our gingerbread houses. And gingerbread houses actually originated in the 16th century in Germany. It was mainly made out of just to be art, and they would put gold foil on it and all these intricate different designs. It wasn't until the 18th century to when the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel became so popular around the world that gingerbread houses became what we know to be today as just a normal holiday tradition. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make one from scratch. Let's get started. All right, so for what you're gonna need before you start is all of your ingredients, and then you're gonna need these cutout sheets of what your shape is gonna look like for your house, but we will deal with those papers later. So the first step is you're gonna need 6 cups of flour, it's really tricky when you only have one cup measuring spoon, but we'll get there. It's 4. Five. And 6. Next, you're gonna need 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of baking powder. So we got our half a teaspoon baking powder. All right, and then we're gonna need 4 teaspoons of ground ginger and ground cinnamon. So we have our cinnamon right here. Okay, and then our ground ginger. And it's okay to get a little messy too, because measure with love. Okay, next I'm gonna need a half a teaspoon of ground cloves, allspice, and salt. And next we need a 3/4 cup of butter. So I'm gonna put this in a separate bowl for our wet ingredients. And then we need 2 large eggs. All right, and then we'll need 1 cup of molasses. And then we'll need 1 tablespoon of water. Okay, and then that's it for our ingredients. Now we just have to mix it up. Right, now that the last bit of our liquid mixture is in the bowl, we are going to add our brown sugar because I forgot to beforehand. So it's 1.5 cups of it. And now we just have to mix it up. Great. So after we knead the dough, we are going to take it out of the bowl and split it into halves on plastic almost parchment paper, just to separate it. That way we have specific sections for each part of the house. So now that it's been 2 days, we are taking our gingerbread out of the fridge and laying it out to cut our shapes for the house to bake. So we have our oven preheated to 350 right now. It's warming up. And in the meantime, we're gonna be cutting these out. So there's gonna kind of be like indentions in it. That way when I lift the paper, I can see where to like actually cut. Right. And then we just kind of do like a repeat for all the walls and then the ceiling and the roof, and then we'll get back to it. Now that we have some of our cookie shapes for the house ready, we're gonna put it in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're gonna keep it in for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now that we've taken our gingerbread cookies out of the oven, we're actually gonna ensemble it and decorate it. I'm gonna have my friend Paul help me hold the places together, that way it actually works. So the first thing we need to do is choose a sturdy base for our gingerbread house to go onto. So I have a plate and have my cookies. There we go. So first, I'm gonna apply icing to the bottom of the first cookie. So I'm gonna leave it like right here. Paul, if you hold that for me. Okay. Then I'm gonna get one of the sides and put that on there. Okay. I'm gonna try to make it work. So I'm gonna put this on both of the side panels first. And then I'm going to add our side piece. So now that we have both of our walls and front and back pieces together, it is time to put on the roof of our gingerbread house. So I'm going to add icing on the very top of every single side. That way, whenever I put that top piece on, it'll stick securely. Now that we have our icing on all the layers, all the rims of it, we're gonna add our ceiling. This part is really tricky, or the hardest part about the gingerbread is actually making sure everything fits in place. Making sure it doesn't fall, or worst case scenario, crumble. So the more icing you have, the better. Now I'm gonna add this piece. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces of the gingerbread cookie glued together, now it's time to do the fun part, which is decorating. So, you can really decorate any way you want. It's artistic choice. There's no specific demonstration for this part, so. conclusion, gingerbread houses have been around for a very, very long time. But it wasn't until a couple centuries ago to where it is the tradition that we know and love today. It is a super simple, easy recipe that you can have fun with friends or family and make memories and have these awesome traditions. And even if you don't decorate or organize your gingerbread house in the most organized or perfect way, clearly it is still enjoyable and you can have fun with it all. And so with that, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Go make yourself a gingerbread house. Thank you.